The way we found out about Woodstock was we went to Atlanta Pop Festival and they announced it there. And when they announced the groups that were going to play, we just looked at each other and said, we got to go. So I finagled my sister out of her motorhome, and since we were college students, we didn't have much money. So I finagled my parents. I told them, why don't you go up to visit my sister in New Jersey? So they paid for all the gas. We dropped them off at New Jersey. My memory is when we were in Brooklyn to pick up some friends, and we parked the Winnebago and went out and partied a little bit, and then we're getting back into Winnebago trying to decide what we're going to do because we're hearing all these news reports that traffic jams are terrible and it'll take you forever to get there and the freeway's closed. And so we decided we were going to leave at about 12 o'clock at night on Friday to get there on Saturday and see it Saturday and Sunday. Those were the only 2 days we were going to go. And all of a sudden there's a knock on the Winnebago door, and it's Brooklyn's finest. And they said, you're parked in front of a fire hydrant. And then he asked, where are you going? And I said, to Woodstock. And he says, our side's winning. We had 16 arrests. And then they came in and searched the motorhome, but of course they didn't find anything. But I think the thing that I really remember is just the crowd, that we got there after walking about 8-10 miles, and we were so far back that all you could see is mounds and mounds of people, and the stage was, like a little dot up there, and the incredible string band was playing, and that's the last thing I remember for Saturday until they woke me up and somebody said, the concert's over, you gotta move on. So I missed most of the concert on Saturday, but Sunday, except I just noticed it does say art fair, and I never saw any art up there.
Well,
just some beautiful women.
Yeah. So we left New York City, Brooklyn, 12 midnight, and we were trying to get off the New York State Thruway to get to the county road, state road, to get to the site, and they wouldn't let us off the interstate or the New York State Thruway. So we went up about 3 exits and finally got off and got on the proper road to go to Woodstock Festival. And we were 20 miles away at 4 in the morning in bumper-to-bumper traffic. At 4 that afternoon, the next afternoon, 12 hours later, we were still 8 miles away. And we had no gas virtually in the camper. And the kids, we were college students. We were like seniors in college, so we were older than many of the participants of the festival. And they thought we were a rock group because we had this bit of Winnebago camper. And we would let them in the camper to ride because they were tired. And then, but we would run out of gas, so at points we would stop the camper at the bottom of a hill because it was a little hilly, and we'd stop the camper at the bottom of the hill, let the traffic move forward up the hill. Then we'd start the camper and go up the hill, and then we'd get to the top of the hill, we'd cut the motor off and coast down the hill and save our gas.
Mm-hmm. And the motorhome got stuck, and we were kind of pushing it to get out.
It was on the side of a hill, and it's like almost like Georgia clay. And we started to turn on this hill, and the motorhome started to slide down the side of the hill. And if it kept going, it would have hit the ditch along the road and maybe rolled over. And he was driving it, and I was not in it. I was outside of it. And a bunch of people saw that the motorhome was sliding down this hill, and they ran towards the motorhome, and about 8 or 10 people just pushed the motorhome to where it wouldn't slide down the hill so he could go straight and get off the hill.
I really don't remember that story.
You don't remember that?
I really don't remember that.
Well, I was scared. That's why I remembered it.
I remember I slept the whole way home, though.
I was scared. I really thought we were going to wreck that camper and roll it over, because if we'd hit that ditch, just slide down here, hit a ditch, and it just